Today, I'm making a track for Dopamine by Robyn. In the series, I take the vocals from an existing song without listening to the original, put them straight into Logic, and try to make a track to go along with them without any other context. So just the vocals alone. At the end, when my track is done, then I can go back and listen to the original for the first time and see how they compare. If you're interested in seeing more videos like this one, make sure you're subscribed. It posts new episodes for this series every Wednesday. And if you sign up for my mailing list on my website, you'll get them sent directly to your email each week as well. Put a link to that in the description below. Make sure you check that out. All right, let's get into it. So Robyn's finally come out with a new song. It's been a while and I'm so ready for this comeback. She's definitely one of my favorite artists and her music is a huge inspiration into like what got me into producing music myself. I've been waiting to listen to this until I filmed this episode, so I'm ready to dive in. I'm going to take a listen to this acapella. I'll put a link below if you want to check that out and listen as well. You can kind of play along and hear the same version that I'm going to hear first. And yeah, I'm going to go listen now.
I know it's just dopamine.
Okay, sweet. I definitely have some ideas for where I can take this one, so I think I'm just going to jump right into it. It starts out with what I think I'm going to assume is the hook, so I think I'll just start there and make kind of a foundation for the drums. Let's get a kick. Let's do that one. Okay, then I think we'll do a bit of a snare. Okay, let's use this one. Let me get a clap. Okay, this one. I like this little thing. Okay, let's just add something else. Okay, and then I'm going to put Pen Man on each of these. Give a little bit more movement. It just adds a little bit more groove without me having to like go in and alter every little gain on every little sample. This is a newer plugin from Isotope, or I guess Native now, that I've been using a lot recently. It reminds me a bit of RC20, but I really like putting this on the drums just for a little bit extra saturation. Okay, let's find a bass line, because I think I also want a pretty big airy pad on this, but I'd rather find a bass line first to build that off of. Serum up. I feel like classic Robyn would be like a pulsating bass type situation, which I could go that route. Okay, and then I'll just put a little bit of the one knob pumper on this.
We're tripping on a chemistry. It's firing up inside of me.
Okay, maybe this is gonna come at the beginning. Let's find some kind of pad to make chords over that. And then I'll move on to the verses. Maybe put in like a little plug or something. Okay, let's find through this a little bit. Oh, it's pretty loud. Okay, so So now that I have that in, I'm gonna add some kind of little plucky synth and arpeggiator off of that same chord progression. Just add a little bit more movement. So I just moved that onto a new track, and I'm just gonna find a good sound to use for that. Take out these lower notes. Turn on the arpeggiator. Okay, we'll try something with that. And let's see if I can find some good sounds here. Maybe something like this. Okay, just right off the bat, the timing sounds a bit strange for the verse. For some reason, like the vocals feel like they're falling in a little bit of a weird spot. There is like one bar of space before it goes into the hook, but this should still be relatively in time besides that. So I'm gonna try and just mess around with some chords. I think just in this pad that I used in the hook, just to see if I can come up with anything that sounds right.
Nothing's ever gonna cut you off deep as the very first time. Nothing's ever gonna taste just as sweet.
Okay, I'm gonna try this, but I think on here, I'm gonna take off that kind of stuttering tremolo effect that I used in the hook. So I'll just put this on a new track and take that off.
Nothing's ever gonna cut you off deep as the very first time. Nothing's ever gonna taste just as sweet as when it is just out of reach. No one this way was ever as free. Oh baby, there's no limit.
Process it just a little bit differently than the one that's in the hook, even though it's the same synth patch. And I'll probably put a filter on it so it's not like so bright to make some room for the vocal.
As when it is just out of reach.
I'm gonna see if this fits over here in this second verse or bridge or whatever this is.
I'm gonna give it my all. This time it's gonna be what
I wonder if it's a bar shorter.
I'm gonna give it my all.
Let me cut these off. I'll probably change the drums a little bit here, but
Oh, it's so easy. I know it's just dopamine.
that feels better. Okay, I'm gonna make a bass part for the verses also, because maybe I'm gonna have that come in like halfway or just in the second verse. So just build that off of this. I think it was just... Some of these verse vocals I'm a little confused about the timing of. I'm sure it'll make sense when I hear the original, but just trying with the vocal alone, I'm kind of not sure what's happening. So put these in the second verse, and then I will put a filter on the bass in this section.
I'm gonna give it my all. This time it's gonna be whatever.
I don't think I'm gonna have it really build. I kind of like the switch up since there's that big pause break in the production that it just comes back in full force here. And same with coming out. And the same thing with the low end. Okay, that should be pretty decent.
Dopamine. But it feels so weird to me. This is one of those ones where you just gotta give in.
Okay, I feel like the majority of this is done. I'm just gonna add in some effects now. I mean, honestly, that could be out of the verse, maybe. That can be into the hook. Maybe this into the hook. I'll throw this one in just if I need a longer riser. I always like this little reverse snare for whatever. This can be another impact for the hook. I kind of like that going into the start of the verse when the energy drops down a bit out of like the full production of the hook to come back into that. It kind of is like a nice release. So I think that'll probably be the majority of what I'm going to use. Throw these into my effects bus, stereo pan on all of them, and I got to turn the volume very much down. First two things were a little quick sweep and a riser. Arpeggio can drop out for a second.
I know it's just dopamine.
Maybe we have the riser come here. We have quick sweep.
It's dopamine.
I have these impacts. I'm gonna try one.
I know it's just dopamine.
And here we have this little breath thing.
Nothing's ever gonna cut you less deep.
I feel like that's kind of it. I don't know. I'm trying to channel Robyn's older tracks because I was just listening to Body Talk Part 1 yesterday. I put that video out last week, so if you saw my ranking of it, I can see how that went. But the production, there is a lot of like synth work going on, but it's also very simple. So I'm trying not to overdo this. It doesn't need too many parts. I'm like, is it enough? Is it not enough? I think I'm gonna just stop it here and let this be. Oh, I know what I can do. I can add a crowd. I'll put that in at the end. That'll just like amp up the last bit.
But it feels so good to me. I know it's just dopamine.
This is done. I feel like there's no way I can do this song justice because Robyn and all the producers she worked with are just masters of this. But let's take a listen through to my version and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, here we go.
I know it's just dopamine. But it feels so real to me. I'm tripping on our chemistry. It's firing up inside of me. I just need to know that I'm not alone. I know it's just dopamine. But it feels so real to me. Nothing's ever gonna cut you less deep as the very first time. Nothing's ever gonna taste just as sweet as when it is just out of reach. No one this way was ever as free. Oh baby, there's no limit. Something here's opening deep inside of me. I can finally reach it. I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me. I'm tripping on our chemistry. It's firing up inside of me. I just need to know that I'm not alone. I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me. This is one of those ones when I just gotta give in. I'm gonna give it my all. This time it's gonna be whatever. Let's go. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve. I need to get out of this rubber coat. Baby, I can't hold it. Everything's bubbling round outside my mind. And when I let go, it's so easy. I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me. I'm tripping on our chemistry. It's firing up inside of me. I just need to know that I'm not alone. I know it's just dopamine,
All right, that was mine. Now it's time to listen to the original. Very excited to hear this. Let's pull up the music video. Here we go. It's crazy that she still looks the same. Okay, we have a little arpeggiator.
I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me.
So I was right to start with that. I almost left out the bass in this section too.
It's firing up inside of me. I just need to know.
Okay, here we go, building up the bass.
I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me. Nothing's ever gonna cut you as deep
Oh, okay, some more just bass here.
as the
I want more pads,
nothing's ever gonna taste
but
just
pulsating bass. I do know a Robyn song. Are they going to build this into the second half of the hook? It's like a very slow build. Still super simple. Like, it's mostly just staying on this bass. The timing on these verses is a little bit strange, even in this version. Oh, okay. I'm waiting for like a drop.
I'm tripping on a chemistry. It's firing up inside of me. I just need to know that
It still doesn't really go there.
it's dopamine.
It's just more those like impacts and things on the sides.
I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me. I know it's just dopamine, but it feels so real to me.
Okay, so I was not that far off. I was almost closer with the beginning if I would have just left out the bass. But they did do more just very simplistic bass throughout the verses and throughout most of the rest of the song, minus like that first hook at the beginning. And I kept thinking it was going to like build to something much bigger, but it never fully did. It was more just introducing all those different impacts and sweeps and things like that. I'm still wishing for like that big euphoric chorus, but I did like it. It was very like quintessential Robyn. Obviously, it was pretty much what I was expecting since I kind of did the same thing. So yeah, I'm so happy that we're getting new music from her now, and I can't wait to see what else she's going to release coming up. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any other suggestions on songs I should try this with in the future, let me know that as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe. That's super helpful if you enjoyed this video, and catch new episodes every Wednesday. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.